Peace and unity to the community. Today I want to talk about ganja and my opinion on it and how it impacts us positively as well as negatively. So I want to start off by saying ganja, it could either spiritually ascend you or it could spiritually descend you. And one of the major ways that, from what I see, from how other people use it, a lot of people nowadays, or for a long time, a lot of people have been really dependent upon the plant. That's how you spiritually descend, when you become dependent upon it. And a lot of people don't like to admit that they are dependent upon it. They don't like to admit that they're addicted to it. Now, me personally, I don't call it a drug, and I don't see it as a drug. It's a plant, and it's organic, and it came from the source. I'm talking about organic ganja, like some organic, natural, non-hybrid ganja. That's what I'm talking about. But I do know that they're also manipulating the ganja as well. You know what I mean? Adding chemicals and heavy metals and carcinogens. I know they're also adding that to the weed to make it more addictive and more stronger. That I would consider a drug. To me, that's a drug. But like just some organic, all natural, no pesticides, no nothing in it. To me, I wouldn't consider that a drug. Some people might not agree with what I say about this, but you know what I mean, it's whatever. I feel as though it could really ascend you, or it could descend you depending on how you use it and depending on your intentions when you use it, because a lot of people don't have the best intentions, and also a lot of people don't have a good relationship with the plant either. So that's why they don't have the best experience when it comes to it. So I feel as though when you use the plant, you shouldn't do silly stuff with, like, when you use the plant, right? Whether you consume it, I feel as though you shouldn't do things such as eat afterwards. Definitely don't eat while you're high, and also don't instantly go to sleep while you're high. And also, you shouldn't be using it to like bring yourself. People say they smoke to enhance their mood, to better their mood. That's how you become dependent upon it. Or they say they smoke because they're stressed. That's not why you should use the plant, and you're misusing the plant when you use it for those reasons. That's not why you should smoke, because you're stressed, because you need it to help you eat, because you need it to help you sleep, because you need it to help you be happy. Like, no, that's not why you use the plant. And if that's why you're using the plant, you're never going to stop. You're going to be dependent upon it. You're going to feel like you can't function because you're using it for the wrong reasons. That's not why you use the plant, to help you eat, or to help you sleep, or to help you talk to people without being mad or upset. That's not why you use the plant. And those aren't good intentions to have with the plant, because that's going to make you dependent upon it. You're going to rely on it to just do just the most simplest things in life. And people like to say, like, y'all be lying to yourselves subconsciously. Y'all lie to yourselves and say that it's helping you, but it's not, because if it was helping you, then eventually you wouldn't need it anymore. It's not really helping you. You making an illusion in you. It's like an illusion. You feel like it's doing something for you. You feel like it's helping you, but it's not really helping you. It's not doing nothing for you, because you keep using it. You're using it over and over again. You know what I mean? You gotta re-up on it. You gotta spend more money on it, like every week or every month. You know what I mean? Like, so is it really helping you? No. When it comes to your problems, like, you gotta deal with it yourself. You know what I mean? Not rely on this substance to help you so-called face your problems. It's not really doing anything. You're not really addressing your problems or your issues that you're going through when you smoke a blunt or a joint. When you use the herb, you're not really addressing your problems. You're just ignoring it, and it's not going to go away when you ignore it or when you run away from it. That's basically what you're doing. You could run all you want. It's going to still be there. You could run. You think your problems, you ran far enough away from your problems, but nah, once that high wear off, problems is been caught back up. It's back up. You feel me? Like, the problem, they finna catch back up. You know what I mean? Like, they still there. They didn't go away. It was temporary, and it was just an illusion. That's how it could really spiritually descend you when you just dependent upon it. But look, also, ganja could ascend you, like, really, really greatly. It could really, like, ascend you spiritually, mentally, and physically. When you set the right intentions for it, when you're not using it and eating afterwards, munchies and shit, like, nah, don't do that. Because then that's not good intentions, and you're gonna feel as though you gotta smoke. Eventually, you do it so much and you feel like you can't eat without doing it, or function without doing it. So you shouldn't do those things. That's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend that. But look, when you set, like, intentions, you set gratitude upon your herb, set gratitude, set great intentions, pray over it, have a reason as to why you're using it other than for pleasure, and you could just get so much just value out of it. When you do that, you could receive a lot of just enlightenment, a lot of just value, a lot of just expanded just consciousness when you using it with intent, when you're using it with love and peace and gratitude. But also, it's important that you at least get, like, also, this is for educational purposes. Or I'm not recommending anybody, use any substance. I'm not recommending anybody use any substance, or I'm not, it's educational purposes only and entertainment purposes only, okay? Let me just get that out the way. Make sure you got something that got the seeds in it. When you set, good intentions, it could work out amazingly. What you could, basically just building a good relationship, with the plant. Because a lot of people don't have such a great relationship with the plant, such as being dependent upon it. But basically, like, just the better the relationship you have with the plant, the more value that you can receive, the more just answers you can receive, the more, because you could look, it could be one way or the other. Like, you could use the plant and you could be really just active. You could really be, getting stuff done. You could be active. Or it could be the opposite. You could be, like, slouchy. You could be, like, pretty much doing nothing. You just eating, watching TV while you high. That's not how you want to use it, and that's not the purpose of the plant. Is to eat and watch TV, get high and shit. Like, no, that's not the purpose. You could use it, and it could really get you active, because a lot of people, they smoke and they feel so just sluggish and lazy, and they're not doing shit, not doing anything. But it could be the opposite if you have the right intentions. And a lot of people don't have the right intentions when it comes to using the herb. That's why they're not really doing anything. That's why weed has just such a bad, like, background upon it. Like a lot of people just have this just horrible just stigma upon the plant, because it's not everybody uses it for fun, for pleasure. And that's not why everybody uses it. And that's why you can't judge people. Like me right now, I'm not smoking right now. I'm not using it right now. But, like, you can't just judge people. Or even if I was, a lot of people, they may like judge you. They may say, like, oh, you should stop, or you shouldn't do that. But you don't know that person. You can't say that if you don't know that person's intention or reason as to why they use the plant to begin with. So you can't just automatically assume somebody that smokes or uses the plant or consumes the plant. You can't just assume that they're just on their ass, or they're just not, using it for other, intentions. You can't just assume that. You could definitely expand your level of just consciousness and just spiritual self, and it could really be powerful. Depending on how you use it, it could really be powerful. But I feel like it's not something that necessarily needs to be, like, consumed extremely frequently, because the more frequent you use it, the more dependent upon it you could be. But my personal experience, like, I had good and bad relationships with it, but for the most part, my relationship with the plant has been, I feel like it changed my life. I'm gonna be honest. It changed my life in a good way though. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I didn't always have the best relationship with it, but like for the most part, I feel like just my consciousness has really just elevated and expanded. Just to get into more depth, I feel as though I didn't have to like turn much to like books, you know what I mean, as a source of information. I was able to get so much information within myself. I was able to look more within myself. I can't really explain what it was about the ganja, but that's just what happened for me when I set intention with it. Like I just received so much just value and information within myself that you could probably find within certain books, but I was just able to figure out without the books, and just looking at basically external sources. That's just what my personal experience was. I stopped eating, you know what I mean, while high. I don't eat. I wouldn't eat, you know what I mean. I wouldn't sleep, instantly go to sleep. I wouldn't necessarily like socialize, use it to help me socialize with people. Like, no, you don't want to do that, because then it's going to become a habit, and you're going to say, man, I don't want to be like this anymore, and it's going to be hard to get out of that. That's why I'm saying you shouldn't do that, because then it's going to be hard to get out of that. I never personally experienced it. This is just what I see. I see so many people, and I don't even gotta ask them, but when they bring up weed, they always say, so many people say like they use it because they stressed out. They use it because they always mad. They use it because they work so much. They use it to help them sleep. They use it because they depressed, they sad, whatever. That's not why you should be using it though. It's not gonna make your problems go away. Your problems are still gonna be there. That's why you keep on smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking. That's why you gotta keep on re-upping and re-upping. Your problems are still gonna be there. You may think it's going away, but it's not. Because if it was going away, then you would stop smoking. You would say, okay, it went away, I'm done. But no, you can't do that, because it's not really going away. So you gotta really like look within. You gotta really like do the shadow work and really get into that internal healing. Look within. You gotta really sit down with yourself. Pretty much get to the root. Get to the root of your so-called problems. That's the only way they could subside, and that's the only way you can move forward. Not depending on something. You can't depend on nothing. You can't depend on nobody but you feel me? Not even a plant. You know what I mean? That's not the answer. Yeah, that was just a little bit of my experience though. I feel as though my content creating like really elevated when I like started using the herb and stuff. I feel like my content changed up a little bit. I don't know if y'all noticed, but my content changed up a little bit, and I feel as though I was able to maybe like express more of myself that I probably wasn't really expressing that much. I guess, I don't know. That's kind of how I see it as. Like, I was able to just really bloom, basically. I feel as though I bloomed even more. I blossomed even more. But yeah, even though I had a good experience, I didn't abuse it either. You know what I mean? I didn't like keep on using it. So like right now I'm not using it despite my good experience. That was just my experience though. And if you're using it, I mean I would say like build a more intentional relationship upon it. And also I don't think it should be like used with other people like that. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it depends. Y'all could do what y'all want, but I don't think it should be used like in a group setting. You know what I mean? Like, nah. I personally wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't recommend that, because then that would be about pleasure and fun. But if you want to have pleasure and fun, then go ahead. It's not really bothering me, but like, I just wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's a good idea, because I don't know. It's just like y'all passing like energies, and it's just a different type of vibe, and it's different places you could go with this herb. I feel as though you could do like certain like spiritual techniques. See, I could get more deeper into this. Like, you could get into like deeper spiritual techniques that might be harder when you're like in a sober state, when you're high. But like, I feel as though you might not want to share that with like just any energy. You could really get like practice different techniques while you're high that you might have maybe a difficult time doing while sober. You could practice it while high. Maybe it will be easier, or maybe it'll work more quicker, I guess, or more efficiently while you're high compared to sober. And yeah, that's also how you could use it to elevate, you know what I mean, on a spiritual level. Yeah, that's about it though. But if you agree with me, let me know in the comments, and let me know what y'all think about this too, because I feel like it could really just uplift somebody, or it could really like descend somebody, depending on how they use it though. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like so bad. I mean, yeah, I think the stuff that be contaminated that they put in the phenyl, whatever you call it, the you know what I mean, they spray the stuff that they spraying, the stuff that's seedless. Yeah, I think that's horrible. Some organic seeded ganja, you feel me? Yeah, I think that's great for the people, you know. That's setting, you know what I mean, right intention. It could ascend you or descend you. If you agree, have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know what y'all think about this too. But me personally, I see it destroying a lot of people in the community. I feel like a lot of people in the community are using it for the wrong reasons. Because like they stressed, or they're mad, or, you know what I mean, emotional, stuff like that. And I feel like that's not the right reason to use it. That's not the right way to go about your emotions. Yeah, that's what I think about it. Let me know what y'all think, and appreciate you for watching. And I didn't mean to make it that long, but that's just what I gotta say about it, man. And peace and unity to the community. Thank you so much. Enjoy your life, and enjoy your moment. Enjoy this moment. Peace.